Hey guys, welcome back to the Caiden Billiards channel. Today we are going to be getting into a product review of a brand new tip by Rhino Billiards. It is the Time Crystal tip. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Alright guys, so here we are on the table and I have my playing cue here with the Time Crystal tip by Rhino Billiards installed on here. This is a Yuchi playing cue and it is the Pro Shaft. And then what I have here in front of me as well is a card game called Hill Hill. We're going to be having a little bit of fun with this later on in the video, but we have a 9-ball rack set up. We're going to break with this and just kind of play it out and get some honest feedback here. Now that we are over on the table, this is the 9-ball rack that I set up for just once because my team is going into playoffs for 9-ball, so I really have to practice 9-ball. And when I get into a tricky situation when I'm practicing by myself, I take ball in hand to give myself as many chances to shoot and make balls, but also to get the position and understand where I want to be positioned on the table. As for the Rhino Time Crystal tip, there are a few things that we're going to be looking out for throughout the video and as I'm playing, and that's if the hardness rating holds true, the power and the grip, maintenance, the hit and feel, if it glazes over, chalking, and really it's just chalk retention and how easily it is able to chalk. So those are the key things that we're really going to be basing the tip's performance off of throughout the video. But we're going to finish out this 9-ball rack and then we are going to move into the fun part, which is the drill layouts after this. Alright, so the first drill here, we are allowed to do ball in hand, and that's how we start the drill, but I have no clue how to go about this yet, and yet this is one of the easy cards. So is the Rhino Time Crystal tip a true medium hard, and I think it's holding true to that so far from the previous 9-ball rack that we were playing, and the amount of grip that we were able to get off of the cue ball is very, very good. I was able to hit some pretty extreme draw and left or right shots later in the video, and it is a solid tip, especially for its chalkability and chalk retention. All you have to do is roll the chalk once or twice, and I don't want to say it, but you're pretty much good to go for 1 to 2 racks. I don't believe I chalked once this entire time recording, other than when I was performing my draw strokes, and that was it. And as far as the maintenance behind it, there really is none. It's a microfiber mesh material, and it's 10 layers of it. So one of the best features is that when you start applying more and more power through your stroke, I noticed that I was not getting any mushrooming from this or even the soft tip that I played with. And as far as the installation goes, you have to have a professional do this. It is extremely hard to do it by hand. All right, so we are setting up the third drill, which is a intermediate kind of skill level. So this one should be a little bit harder than the last two, but we are going to try and perform this one now. This is the problem. Your mind is constantly thinking of how to make these. So as you can see here towards the end of this third layout, I'm trying to perform some delicate cue ball work, and the Rhino time crystal tip was doing very well because I was able to generate the amount of spin that I needed to try and control the cue ball without having to put too much effort into it. And the microfiber is really what allows everything to work so well, because it's just grabbing the chalk and allowing you to put whatever spin you want into it without really having to do much more. And now, all right, we are going to finish up this third one and get right into the fourth. In the beginning and missed my shot. But now we have the third one out of the way. We are going to go right into the fourth one. Just kidding. We're getting into a photo montage of how beautiful this tip looks on this Mucci shaft, because the name Time Crystal Tip, the reason for that is because of the clear pad underneath the microfiber mesh layers. It is just like the Kamuis where they have that clear pad underneath, but these have a extra black pad underneath that adheres to the ferrule. But enough of me talking, just take a look how beautiful this tip looks on the shaft. So for the third and hardest level, part of these cards, especially for the hard ones, is that you have to run these as these first, and then you have to play the 8 as the last one. We have this one set up. Let's see how many tries it takes us to get this one. All right, that didn't work. So now we go into a little bit of a speed up time lapse because it took me quite a while to get this drill down, because your creativity is your limitation when playing pool. So it took me a while to finally get it. I kind of cheated. I don't know. You guys comment down below. Let me know if I should have redone the rack or if it was close enough. But here's a good example of this layout, and it was a difficult one. If you're bored at home and you got your own table, or you want to try this yourself, feel free to try and record yourself shooting this drill and let me know how well you do. I couldn't reach it. that? I think we're gonna count it. I just couldn't reach that ball. So, what are my thoughts on the Rhino Billiards Time Crystal Tip? Is this a game changer? I don't know. Personally, I really love how this tip plays in a medium hard. I've also played with it in a soft, and the remarkable thing about these tips is that they're holding chalk so well. It's like a magnet. When you go to roll the chalk on, it just sticks. You don't have to fight it and try and make sure that you're getting even coverage. It wants to glue itself to the tip. It's amazing. And it's because of that microfiber mesh that they're using the 10 layers of throughout the tip. The feel behind it is really solid, and you're able to generate a decent amount of power and spin off of this and know that you're not really going to miss cue or that you're going to lose chalk. These tips come in around $12, and I did order a pack of 3, and this was the soft, but I don't like playing with the soft, and my thoughts behind that one is that it's great if you like playing with the soft tip. That is your own personal preference. It's just not mine. So if you do order a soft tip, I don't think you'd be disappointed. And the final question really is, would I recommend this to any of you guys? And I would say yes. If you're in the market for a new playing tip that is a little bit more innovative and you're wanting to try something out, give Rhino Billiards a shot and go through the website and check them out. A little side note too is if you order any of the shafts, playing shafts through Rhino Billiards, this would be the tip that comes stock on that cue. So if you did enjoy today's video, leave a like, subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one.